just wanna work. I'm earning all the things that I deserve. So why you trying to act cool? I don't even need you. You can make me lose my breath. I'm focused, too focused. Attention on the road ahead. I'm sorry, boy, but you can't flatter me. I'm looking for that loyalty. No, games have never been my thing. That's just some immaturity. Don't waste my time while I'm shining. No boys allowed, be the real man, please. You can't flatter me. You can't flatter me. I'm measured in best version of myself. Add value, creativity. That's the mark I wanna leave. Don't mean to be intimidating, but I can't help it. I don't mind the waiting, and I'm gonna wait till I find what I waited for. A real man, I'll let fate open up that door.
Welcome to the Big Play Reflog Show. Whoops, I'm reading the wrong spot, Dave. How about that for a start, huh? The Big Play Reflog Show is brought to you by ShackNews.com. Shack News has you covered for all your gaming needs with news, guides, walkthroughs, and reviews. Like this week's featured Shack Chat, debating what horror movie franchise deserves a video game adaptation. And remember that you can join in on all the conversations by using the Shack News Cortex. So if you're a gamer, Shack News is the site for you. Check them out on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch at the handle @CheckNews and @CheckNews.com.
It's time! Streaming live from Cleveland, Ohio! Presenting the undefeated, undisputed heavyweight podcast of the world, the Big Play Reflog Show!
Okay, do you need medical attention?
Yeah.
What is wrong?
I don't know. I know damn about it. Attack by Chuck. To the 10. He's still running to the 5. Dips out back. Touchdown. Ready, away, back to goal. You're an idiot. You're doing those things.
It's time! The Big Play Reflog
Welcome to the Big Play Reflog Show. What is up, everybody? I'm your host,
Hey, you
Play
did
Dave.
that better than I did.
Hello, I'm Ron Burgundy. Go F yourself. San Diego.
I read whatever's on the teleprompter.
Oh, what is up, everyone? Happy Monday. That is Chris McNeil. Chris, what's happening, brother?
I'm doing well, Dave. Not going to take you to the Bahamas, though. You're going to have to buy your own plane ticket.
Damn it. Nick, you want to go to the Bahamas, but you have to pay for it?
Yeah, I'll go to the Bahamas as long as you don't suspend for half a season.
Oh, there we go. There we go. All right, let's get right into it. We got a great show. It is packed. It is time. Tonight on the show, Cleveland headlines brought to you by TSC Cleveland. Then our featured interview with NFL rookie expert Matt Waldman. I'm excited about this one. I'm going to nerd out with Matt Waldman here on all of the Browns skill position rookies. See what we're getting into here. Then finish.
Especially kicker, right? Cade
Yes.
Yorktown.
I don't know if that's a skill position. Is it?
Ouch.
Nick?
It is to me.
Friend
It
of
is to
show.
me.
It's to me. I don't know.
I can't wait for the week 2. It'll be September 17th, and we'll be arguing, should we have taken the points or should we have gone for it on 4th down? God, we're only a couple months away.
Yeah, that's right. All right, then we're going to do Guardians trivia. Who wants to be a BEER-IONAIRE? Hopefully giving away some Labatt Blues. let's kick it off with some Cleveland headlines. Cleveland headlines brought to you by our good friends at TSE Cleveland. They've helped us give away a ton of signed Browns merchandise. So make sure you're following them along at TSE Cleveland on Twitter and keep an eye out for our show tweets for weekly giveaways. All right, gentlemen, I don't know if you saw this, but the schedule is finally here. Is it time to play the schedule game? I don't think so.
No.
No.
No, we're not doing this.
Aw.
Any surprises though? Everyone's saying it's pretty easy right off the gate for a couple of weeks, and then there's a couple very tough stretches in this. You've got Bills and Bucks back to back, and then you've got Chargers, Patriots, Ravens, Bengals, like right after the easy part. So it's not that easy.
It's a middle heavy schedule.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah, it's definitely difficult in the middle. I mean, you can't complain though. Buys in the middle, which is always nice.
Yeah.
And it seems like it's also a fun schedule. Like depending on which way this
Well,
Deshaun Watson
define
thing goes.
fun. It could also ruin a lot of holidays in the fall for us in winter.
This is
Could
true.
it? Not as bad as last year.
True.
We saw a dude throw 4 picks on Christmas Day. I'd rather get it out the day before Christmas at least.
There's the attitude. That's what I like to hear.
I will say, Nick, the bye week I was very happy to see because last year wasn't it like week 13? It was
Yeah,
really
it was a
late.
late.
Or the
it was
year
a late-
before. It was really late, and like we were decimated by that point.
And the last 2 years, we've been decimated just because of COVID. And like we were like just itching for the bye, like starting week 5. Like, where's the bye week? Where's the bye week? Because we have 20 players on the COVID list. So hopefully not an issue this year. I know we said that at this time last year too. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm cool with it. I think it should be a fun schedule. Like I think that there's a lot of fun road games that the fans will have a lot of fun with. I know that the people were a little like, oh, not that many prime time, but I thought it was on par with what I expected. They were 8-9 last year, and they got one of the most controversial characters in the league at quarterback. What would you expect to be highlighting the NFL slate every week?
I wasn't really expecting. I mean, they still do flex in, don't they?
Yeah,
They did.
Were
closer
they
to the end of the
adjusted?
year.
Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see who's our quarterback.
And I saw a few people point this out. I think now that we've had a few seasons where we were fairly good or at least interesting enough that they were having us on national TV a little bit more than normal. A lot of people this time around were calling for more 1:00 Sunday games.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
they're coming around to me. I'm with them. Just like, let's not jack with it. We always get way too jacked up for these national games. I would rather just us play normal schedules, Sunday afternoons, win games. We can be forgettable. I don't care if the national media even talks about us at all. Just win games on Sunday afternoon and go about your business and make it into the playoffs. I don't care about these early season Thursday games. I don't even care about Sunday night, Monday games. Just give me Sunday at 1:00, something I can set my watch to and just win.
Chris, would you feel any differently though that like now the Browns have a franchise quarterback? So allegedly, right
now,
Deshaun-
we were
right
saying
now,
the same thing last year, Nick.
yeah, true. But in theory, if Deshaun Watson is half of the guy that we're kind of making that Twitter is making him out to be,
Right.
there should be no more. Baker would get himself way too jazzed for the primetime games, and then he would go out there and lay an egg. Supposedly, this dude is
you're
as
right.
even keel as they come, and maybe
But-
we start winning some of these and looking competent on a national stage. So would that change anything for you? Because to me, that at least shows like, okay, now we're in the national light, which is a good thing, which we never were before. But now that we've gotten there, we're not embarrassing ourselves in the national light. We're actually doing something with it.
Well,
Listen,
Twitter
young
says
bud,
that it's going to be.
you haven't been
okay,
around.
then yeah.
You haven't been around nearly as long as Dave and I.
You
either.
guys are jaded.
That's right. This goes back to
Yes.
way before Baker. I mean, it goes back. Hell, you remember the very first game that these new Browns played in 1999 on a Sunday night against the Pittsburgh Steelers. After we looked pretty competent in the preseason, we thought, hey, this team might be competitive. Look at what happened with Carolina. Look at what happened with Jacksonville.
Yep.
Those were both expansion teams. They played pretty well. They were making the playoffs. Maybe these Browns have hope. And then what did we do? That was one of the ugliest games I have ever watched in my life of NFL football when the Browns played the Steelers that Sunday night. So, and
Yeah.
even before that, even with the old Browns.
And
you
then,
see the-
Chris, we moved on to the Bengals, and it was the Achilles Smith game. And we're like,
Yeah.
there's no way Achilles Smith is going to be better than us. And he beat us. We've been suffering, Nick, for a very, very long time.
I
So to
know.
answer your question, yes, we are jaded, Nick.
All
Yes,
right,
Nick
all
agrees
right.
with us,
Well, we
but
got we
1
got
o'clock
plenty.
Sunday.
Yeah, we got plenty of Sundays at 1.
Yep.
Should make a lot of
That is
people
true.
happy.
Which is your least favorite? I think I would go. I'd probably go London. Never want to do London.
Yeah, no, screw
Uh,
that.
Thursday night. I don't like that because then you have a whole weekend of no Browns football.
Right.
And then I'd probably go
You
Monday.
got a honey-do list that you know is just looming at that point.
You know what my least favorite is actually?
What's that?
Is the Saturday 4:25 on the West Coast. That never goes well.
Yeah, it's a good point.
That's always a nightmare
Mhm.
because you're used to the Sundays at 1, and you usually have a collection of, okay, Sunday at 1, Sunday at 1, Sunday at 1. And then all of a sudden it's like, man, we're on at 4:25 today. And then you go out there against the 49ers or something, and they just absolutely curb stomp you. I never like those Saturday or Sunday or Saturday for that matter when they do it at the 4:25 slot. East Coast teams stay at 1 p.m. Screw them. The
I
East
would
Coast
agree
audience.
with that. Yes, I like Sunday night football way more than 4:25. 4:25 is one of the worst. You're right, Nick.
And it's right in the middle of the day. So then, like, what time do you eat dinner? Like, what time do you eat? You know, like it's
Yeah. Then you have a couple of bats at 1:00, and then you're tired for the 4:00, and then you're depressed by like 7:30, and then the kids are yelling at you, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, this is a bit much for one night.
Forget it, man. No Sunday 4:20. I don't think we have any this year.
Good. Good.
We only leave the time zone once, and that's Houston. Which did you guys see, by the way, that the schedule maker was on? I think it was on 92 through the fan, and he was saying that like, oh, like the Deshaun Watson stuff had nothing to do with the schedule other than the Texans game, and that like they just wanted to make sure that that Texans game was like buried late in the year at 1:00, so it wouldn't be a storyline.
Oh, interesting. I did
Yeah,
not-
interesting. Because you would think, like, if the NFL wanted to go like full WWE Ric Flair, like put that bad boy right at 8:20 Sunday Night Football, Deshaun's return to Houston, all the hype videos that could be made around that.
Yeah,
opener.
let's just go ahead and pass on all of that.
All
Hey,
right.
Nick, let's talk. What, Chris? What?
Well, I was just going to say, we're not going to play the schedule game, but let's play the one game schedule game.
the
You know,
one
the
game-
Browns, we've been very, very bad in openers, right? Haven't won week 1 since 2004.
Okay.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Do we win the opener? Do we play Carolina and win that ball game? What do you think, Dave?
Is
That's-
Baker their quarterback?
tough.
Pause.
That doesn't matter. That's tough. I
We win
say no. I think we lose the opener.
Come
I
on.
think we win the home opener and we beat the Steelers. Start 2-1,
Hey, there you go.
which
There's
is
some
not
positive
bad.
spin on it. Nick, do we win the opener?
Could we see what's up with our quarterback?
No,
first?
no, that's not the way this works. This is the schedule game, and it's only the one game schedule game. This is the abbreviated version.
Well, I don't.
It's
If
like
how am I
Monopoly when
supposed
you
to say
play
this if I don't know? Listen, hey, all right, I'll say this. Even if Deshaun Watson is suspended, there, no. I'm not. I mean, I have a definitive yes or no. There's people on Twitter, and you both know who I'm talking about, that make it seem like Baker is the absolute worst quarterback that we've ever had in the history of ever, and that he was absolutely tearing down an all-time great Browns roster last season. So if we're as good now with competent quarterback play and
Oh.
average quarterback play in Jacoby Brissett, we should beat the brakes off of the Carolina Panthers with or without Deshaun Watson, because all we need is a guy that can make all the throws and stand there and hit open guys. So yeah, I'm saying we start 1-0 with or without Deshaun Watson. How about that?
I like your reasoning is basically to spite the rest of Twitter. That's a spite pick. Nick.
It's a spite pit. I mean, they better be right. They better be right.
Nick is opening a
Start
spite
the season
store.
off hate picking.
Yeah, I mean, they bet if I see Demetric Felton out there catching passes short of the sticks on third down, maybe
Ooh.
Baker wasn't. I don't know.
Wow, look at you, Baker brother.
Okay, very
Just
interesting.
playing some devil's advocate.
There you go. Hey, Nick, let's move on to a little basketball. We haven't talked basketball in a while because the lottery is tomorrow. Kind of an unfamiliar position for Cavs fans. We have a 97.6% chance of staying at 14. 97.6.
Seems
Not-
pretty likely.
Yeah, such a slim odd of moving up. Are you guys tuning in for this? Do you care, or are you just taking the 14 and moving on?
I'll tune in because I'm an NBA fanatic. So I'm curious to see really who gets the top picks, even though I know it probably won't be the Cavs. But really, Dave, like you said, unfamiliar territory, and I don't care that much. I'm comfortable with it being the 14th, at best the 13th pick. And we've seen good players be selected in that spot before, and the Cavs are on a little bit of a hot streak of their own, drafting good players, Darius Garland, Evan Mobley recently. So yeah, I don't really care. I think it'll be 14 or 13, and I'll be good with it.
I feel like we've had very good luck in the lottery over the last couple of decades. Like with the Baron Davis trade where we got Kyrie, what was that supposed to be? Wasn't that was over 10, right?
Yeah, but it wasn't
5%.
like right now. I think literally right now we have 0.5% chance of getting the number one pick.
So you're telling me there's a chance.
Never tell me the odds.
Can we bet on it?
No, that's actually I looked today.
No, you can't bet on it.
Can't bet on it.
Wow,
That's
interesting.
odd.
You could bet on the actual NBA draft itself and who will be the first pick, will be the second pick, will be the third pick, but you can't. I guess they I don't know, maybe something with the ping pong balls. They probably, there is something to be said. I wonder if it is rigged. It comes up this day every year. Is the NBA, dude? It comes up
casually dropping out that the NBA is rigged.
The draft lot. I mean, it's conveniently. We'll see. We'll see what happens tomorrow.
Wow.
I love that the Timberwolves owner for literally 7 years in a row, was convinced that it was rigged, and his tweet after every lottery was one of the greatest things ever. He was just so angry every time.
So
it's a crappy process. It does what it's supposed to do, and it's like don't tank or you're gonna be bad for a long time.
So, speaking of things I had no idea were coming up this week, which I didn't know the NBA draft lottery was tomorrow.
Yeah.
Dave, do you know what huge event is taking place this week? And I'm a big fan of this event and of this sport, and I had no idea it was this week.
Is Logan Paul fighting?
The 2022 PGA Championship played at Southern Hills Country Club in Tulsa, Oklahoma, my friend, this week.
Nice. You were saying that earlier. Does that move around every single year?
It does. It does. It's one of those that moves around. The PGA moves around. The U.S. Open moves around. The British moves around. Of course.
When's it coming here?
Does not.
Yes.
Does not. I don't think they've ever played anything at Muirfield in terms of a major. Of course.
They should play it at Raccoon
You've got the
Hill.
Memorial coming up, which is the 5th major. And I will
Right.
be going this year, gentlemen. Be hanging out at a house right next to Urban Meyer's house right there in Dublin.
Oh, nice. You guys going to the Pint House?
Going to the Bogey Inn. Bogey Inn is actually opening up just for that week. It's closed
Oh,
there in
that's cool.
Dublin, but it's opening up just for that week. So
They should do that with the Pine House. Like after the Jaguars go 0-2, they should just have like a celebratory opening.
I still don't know how they haven't renamed it the Grindhouse yet.
Wow.
Chris, how
So
much
I was going to go. Wait.
to go to get tickets for something like that?
How do I what?
What's it cost to get into the Memorial?
It's not that bad. I mean,
not?
but you got to get a pass for all 4 days, I believe. But they've cut it up now. I don't know. I get this stuff for free. I'm an important person, Dave.
A social media influencer.
That's right. I'm not paying for these things. No, I don't know. But the house on there, that's the nice part, is having that little party house you can go to, kind of float onto the course, float off. Although they put up fences that they did at the President's Cup. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to float on and float off quite the same way. But Dave, I was going to go and give you the odds here of the golfers to win this thing. First of all.
Man. Okay, let's hear it.
All right. We got a minute here. We could talk a little bit of golf.
Yeah, absolutely. We're
Do you
waiting for our
remember-
guest, and if he doesn't show up, then we're just gonna go to our contestant for little Guardians trivia. So yeah, let's talk a little
Fantastic.
golf.
So First of all, anybody know who the defending champion is for the PGA Championship?
Of the PGA.
Is it? I think I know who is the
I'll give-
favorite the same as the defending champion.
No. The
Hmm.
defending champion, let me give you a hint here. The defending champion is not going to be at the PGA Championship. And it's kind of been in the headlines.
Phil?
Phil Mickelson.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Phil
No, why
Mickelson.
is he not going?
Well, because he's taken a little bit of heat for this other tour and some of his comments.
Fair.
You didn't hear any of this story about
No,
Phil
I heard. I was
Mickelson?
joking.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Is
Greg
it
Norman,
John?
too.
Is it John?
By the way, I'm a
Rahm?
huge Greg Norman fan and always have been. And
Yeah.
his comments were also very, let's say, cringeworthy this week. And I don't know this whole tour thing. It's actually fascinating. It's
His I did
think
not
it's-
see. What did
it's
the
actually
Sharks
the
say?
tour- Huh?
What did the Sharks say?
Basically that these people, everybody makes mistakes, kind of thing. People and once again, just dumb type of comments and way too dismissive of things that are, huge atrocities. But I think it's actually good for the sport. It's bringing some visibility to the PGA Tour. It's kind of like wrestling.
Yeah,
Right? You have heel
AEW.
turns right and left. You have good guys, bad guys. I mean, the sport is lacking in some drama right now. And I think this kind of adds a little bit of juice. I wish Phil was out there because that would really make this interesting. But here's who we got. Your favorite is Scotty Scheffler, then John Rahm, then Rory, Jordan Spieth, Colin Morikawa, Justin Thomas, Dustin Johnson, who I always like in these tournaments.
TJ.
Yeah. Victor Hovland, Cameron Smith, then Patrick Cantley, and then it goes on from there. So Scotty Scheffler is your odds on to win this thing. And let's see.
Interesting swing, by the way. Interesting swing he has there.
Yeah, he really does.
He shifts his foot or something. It's strange.
Okay, the long odds at plus 100,000. One John Daly. You know who that guy is?
His son?
No, it's the old man. The old man plus 100,000. So go ahead and plop down a few bucks on John Daly. That would be fun.
He's not showing up.
No, I don't think so. He's got the same chances of winning as Phil Mickelson does.
Is Tiger coming?
I'm looking for Tiger. I don't see Tiger on the list. Bubba Watson's up there somewhere in the middle.
Where's my boy Zalatoris?
Oh boy,
Is he
there's
making-
Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods is actually he's at plus 6,500 up there with Louis Oosthuizen, Adam Scott,
Oh,
Cameron Young.
Forget?
Adam Scott.
Scott.
So he's in the top 40 here. For
Okay.
Tiger Woods, that's pretty amazing for all the
Yeah,
injuries and
that's way
everything.
higher than I
He's
thought.
winning it. He's winning.
Better than
Tiger's back.
Sergio.
Tiger's back.
Better-
Everybody tweet the GIF of him with his hat on backwards. He's back.
So he's got a better odds of winning than Adam Scott, Bryson DeChambeau, Sergio Garcia,
Oof.
Patrick Reed, Paul Casey, Justin Rose, Webb Simpson. Wow, a lot of guys. Ricky Fowler, Matt Kuchar.
Dude, where's Ricky Fowler been? I haven't seen him since the photo of all the players and their wives,
And the girlfriends and
then
wives.
just Ricky.
And Ricky in the middle. That is such a classic. Yeah. Tell me, and I don't know that a lot of people talk about this, but does he not look like Johnny Depp? Ricky Fowler?
I don't know exactly what Johnny Depp looks like because he's always looking
Well, he
different.
changes a lot. That's right.
But
All you have to do is
always-
look at Amber Heard the next day in court, right? Then you'll know what he looked like.
that's
But,
another thing. I feel like I'm missing out on a lot of things on the internet.
Dude,
nowadays.
Dave, you got to get in on that. That's
It is
crazy.
I have not seen. I've seen pictures of it, but I have not looked into it. So
Yeah, some of it
No,
is.
You don't want to. It's a rabbit hole, Dave. Don't. It's not worth it.
Okay.
There's some good TikTok videos that I've seen. There's some good. Just hit it real
Wait,
quick.
Chris,
and
you're
get
on
out.
TikTok?
No, they get sent to me.
Oh, okay.
I'm not actually on there. So
All
they
right.
get
So the
sent to me.
app
They're
isn't.
not
We
bad.
got to clarify. The app isn't downloaded on your phone, or is it?
It is not. No,
Oh.
it is not. No.
all right.
I take up too much memory. I've only got one app. It's Twitter, and then I've got photos and videos, and that's it.
Oh,
That's
I
all
was
my
about to
phone
get
can
rid of
You
handle.
ran out of cloud storage.
With
Chris.
all
Would you
all
like to
these
pay
dank
another
memes I've
99?
made,
All right, you want to give away some beer?
Let's do it, man. Let's do it.
Let's do it. It is time for Who Wants to Be a Billionaire? It is time for Who Wants to Be. Oh, no. Oh, look who it is.
I'm a loyal fan, fellas. I'm gonna crack it open, right?
Let's
Look
go.
at that.
Homebrew
Look at that.
Kev is
This
back.
is a really good beer.
On brand.
Like, I thought it was like one of those cheap beers, but it's a pretty dang good beer, fellas.
Oh, yeah, you're drinking the blue, the heavy blue. That's sandwich in a can right there. How you doing, Kev? Welcome back. Is this your third time in trivia?
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
No,
How the
this is
hell
my
does
first time.
how does he keep getting through?
I have no idea.
Well, if you kick Padone off there, maybe more people will want to come on to.
Ooh.
Kev, I don't think that's the case.
A little shade here.
Oh, I
Right
like
off
it.
the top.
That's right.
Drinking beer and throwing shade.
Heck yeah.
So he's
Kev,
been on this like 100 times.
Kev, have you won before?
Oh yeah, every time.
Yeah, okay. I
All
didn't
the
think
time.
so.
I think that's how he keeps getting through.
Okay, so no winner for the Browns, no for the Cavs, but the Guardians. If you had to rank which one you're most confident with, which is it?
I would probably say the Browns, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean the Cavs definitely not confident. Guardians, I definitely love watching baseball, but when it comes to like trivia, I mean, I don't know, I'm pretty terrible.
That's way to sell it. Way to sell the segment, Kev.
Let's do it. Everyone knows how to play. 6-pack, 12-pack, 24-pack, 24-pack, and a GV shirt. You can phone a friend. We will call them. Let's get it going. Question number 1 for a 6-pack of Labatt. The Guardians and Reds have only made the playoffs in the same season 3 times. The first was in 1995. Which team eliminated both Cleveland and Cincinnati during that 95 postseason?
Oof, that hurt.
Yes.
That would be the Atlanta Braves.
Oh, yes, it was. And that was brutal.
Yeah. Jose Mesa wouldn't throw the slider or something. What's the story behind that? I guess he brushed off the catcher or
Was
something.
Was that 97?
That was 95 was
Kev, you got it right. Don't try to show off. You got
okay.
it
All right. You're right. Yeah. You're right.
Kev, you going on?
Absolutely, yes.
Question
Great.
number 2. Give me my music. For cash for a 12-pack of Labatt. In 2019, the Guardians sent Trevor Bauer to the Reds in a 3-way trade with San Diego. Cleveland received Franmil Reyes and Logan Allen from the Padres. The Guardians also received Scott Moss and this outfielder from the Reds.
Puig. I forget his first name.
We're going to
Yeah,
accept.
there's only one Puig
There's
out.
only
Puig,
one
the
Puig.
guy that likes to fight.
Yasiel.
And lick his bat. Well done, Kev. You have gotten our question correct.
All right, Kev. You are cruising.
I'm just waiting for the screwball you're going to throw me here.
You know it's coming because Padone
Here
is
it
jumping on
comes.
the mic.
Oh, this is a good one. This is a screwball right here.
Yeah, this is a screwball for sure.
Casey Blow.
All right.
Close. That's
All right.
keep thinking that way though.
For cash for a 24-pack of Labatt, Josh Naylor had his monster 8 RBI game last week. Prior to Josh Naylor, who was the last Cleveland player to have 8 or more RBI in a single game?
Oh, that would be Omar Vizquel at Old Yankee Stadium.
Final answer.
Well, yeah.
Yes. Oh, Pino's so happy you didn't get it.
I didn't get. Was it? It wasn't Casey. Casey Blake did it.
How
in
could you
Texas,
be
didn't
so
he?
specific by yet so wrong?
And so confidently wrong.
If I didn't have the answers, I would have said you were right, Kev.
I would have too.
Well,
That's
here.
my
Okay.
calculation.
Well,
Let's-
let me think about it.
No,
Last Cleveland
Oh.
player. No, you're out. But last
we have
Cleveland-
integrity.
You guys can keep the money. Padon's got to buy his Pokemon card. So,
eight
This
or-
rivalry between you and Padone, I'm
Dude,
here
there
for it.
really is. There really is. I don't know how this happened.
you know, I'm just joking. This is fun. It's fun.
Don't tell
No,
him
you're
that.
not.
Come on.
Who had 8? He had 8 or RBIs. What era was it? Like mid 2000s?
It was not the dead ball era, if that's what
Wasn't
you're
that long ago?
Was it like
Wasn't that long ago.
2016? Like
You
that
know,
season?
Kev, I'll give you a clue. He has one of the greatest high school photos of all time, like class photos,
Oh, I didn't.
like
I don't know about that.
headshots.
Yeah, I don't know this either.
Oh, you've never
Uh,
seen that?
What do
Oh,
you
he's got like an incredible mullet. No, it was all over the internet when he was on the team.
Dude, I don't know.
that didn't help me out at all. He actually had 9 RBI too.
9 RBI. 9. The guy had 9 RBIs. I don't know who he is.
Correct.
Oh, you know who he is.
There's a game versus Texas, if that helps. Does that help a
He was
little bit?
probably in Texas.
All right, give it to him. This is getting painful.
Yeah, it's painful.
Lonnie Chisenhall.
Oh man, I forgot
Lonnie
about
baseball.
Lonnie.
Lonnie.
Come on, Kev.
What? Okay, why don't you go to the next question? Did you guys have a guest on? You feel
No,
like
but we're not
talking
going to the
me
next
some
question, but I'll let you do this. I'll tell you what. As a consolation, you want to play baseball cards with me here, Kev?
Oh
more?
wow.
Okay, well here,
Oh,
here,
wow.
I got one trivia question for you.
No, you don't
No,
get
that's
to
not
ask
how
a
this
trivia
works.
question.
No,
You could ask your question, or we're playing baseball cards. You can't have both.
I want to talk more about Casey Blake.
No, check this out,
No
guys.
one wants
Check-
to talk.
All
about
right, baseball cards.
Look at that.
There we go.
Look at that high school
Okay.
picture.
Wisely.
Lonnie Chisenhall.
He's got the hair gel on the top, but then it's like all dry on the bottom.
What are you
You
talking
see
about?
that? It's all
You
shiny.
could have
on
told
the
me
top.
that. You could have told me that was Kev's high school picture. I would have believed it.
I did not have a mustache then. I don't think I went through puberty in high school. So.
All right, is it baseball card time?
It is. It's baseball card time.
Let's do it.
Kev, I've got a pack of Topps baseball cards. This is a pack of 28. And I'm going to open it up. Do you
Which
want the
year?
first 14 cards or do you want the second 14 cards of this unopened pack?
No, Chris, yes. What year is it, Chris?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's 1989.
Oh boy.
And it's a pack. How much do you think a pack of cards, 28 bubblegum cards with one stick of bubblegum from 1989, how much did this pack cost? What's the sticker? on
Like
this
cost in 1989 or today?
Well, what's
89.
printed on it? What?
Oh.
How much? What's the sticker?
$1.50.
69 cents. How about that?
Very
69
nice.
cents. So, okay. Do you want the first 14 or the last 14?
We'll do the first 14.
First 14. Okay, here I am opening the pack. First 14. Oh, there is a piece of gum in the middle. It's dividing the pack. Oh, and
Eat
it's
it.
stuck.
Eat it. You got to eat it.
It's stuck. Oh, man. It's got. Oh, there
the
we go.
gum
There we
that
go.
gets stuck tastes so much like card. Wait, listen for the
Oh,
crunch.
I could get from the company store a baseball sweatshirt. Oh, Dave, I need to get myself one of those.
Does it have
Oh
the
my
cardboard
God, this is
taste?
horrible.
There's crunch to it.
There is a lot of crunch. Okay. 1 second.
This is how COVID originated. This
Talk
segment.
Some
amongst
kind of baby
yourselves.
powder
It wasn't a
asbestos.
bat. It was a 1989 card pack.
Yeah, there was no gum in that. It just dissolved.
Oh, yeah.
That's disgusting.
All right. Card number 1. Andres Thomas from the Braves.
Oh, look at this.
Giants, Joel Youngblood, outfielder.
Sweet name.
Royals, Danny Tartable. That's not bad, outfielder.
No.
Yankees, Ron Kittle. Not bad. Well, this is an all-star card. I'll give it to you, though. Ozzie Smith, Wizard of Oz.
That's a
Not
good
bad.
card.
That's one of them.
Royals, Willie Wilson, outfielder. Steve Buechele from the Rangers. Oh, it's a good one. Well, this one came up, I believe, last week in trivia. Giants, Matt Williams.
That's a good one.
Oh, this isn't even fair. Oh,
That's a
man.
good pack.
Roger Clemens.
Oh, was that?
Then
Wow.
you back it up with
Was that his
you back
rookie?
it up with Fred McGriff, the crime dog.
Whoa.
Then you go Ray Knight, then a guy named Dennis Powell, then a guy named Von Hayes, then a guy named Mark Thurman.
Chris,
I'd
what
imagine
was
you're
that?
probably
What
gonna
was
go-
that Clemens card? Put that back up on the screen real quick. Is that a? Oh wow! Look at that. Is that a real card?
It's legit. Yes, it's a legit
kidding.
card. Shows 1987 AL leaders and strikeouts. Mark Langston was number 1 with 262. Roger Clemens was number 2 with 256. How about that?
Pedestrian.
Jack Morris was up there as well, and Dave Stewart. So I assume you're going to go Roger Clemens and Ozzie Smith.
Absolutely, sir.
Okay, here's what I got. Braves, Dave Palmer. Not bad. Johnny Ray from the Angels. Keith Hughes from the Phillies. Lonnie Smith from the Royals. Hey, Jay Bell from your Indians. Tony Berndazind from the Athletics.
It's not
Kent
looking
Urbick from the Twins. Boy, I am losing this one.
good. This is rough.
Giants, Eddie Milner. And, oh, this isn't bad. Nolan Ryan. I'll take it.
Oh, that's better than Clemens.
Yeah, I'd say that's over Clemens. So I need somebody who can beat Ozzie Smith now. Mario Soto from the Reds will not do it. Dave Clark from the Indians will not do it. Oh, look at this. Maybe a Roger Clemens from the Red Sox. How about that?
Oh,
I
we've never
know
had a
Roger
push
Clemens.
before.
Interesting.
Shane Mack from the Padres. And I think you had this card too. We've had the same card twice. This Todd Farsworth. I don't know. Maybe I didn't see that one earlier. In
All
any
right,
case,
Padron, we have a decision to make here because so we have Clemens versus Clemens as a wash.
right?
we
Ozzie
have-
Smith versus Nolan Ryan.
Well, I think you need to look at the year. Which player had the better year? What, like Nolan Ryan at the tail end?
You
of
don't
his
get to
career?
set the rules.
Yeah, geez.
I think you got to look at this stuff.
No,
fair
this is
point by
all
Ken.
about a knee-jerk reaction from Nick.
Was this pre or post headlock of Robin Ventura?
Oh, that's a good question. This was 87,
That
it looks
sounds free.
like. Well,
That sounds
88.
free.
These cards came out in 88. They were for the 87 from the
That's
87
definitely,
season.
definitely pre.
Yeah.
Nick, this is a
No,
a
I
hard
don't know.
choice. Do you know both of these players or no?
Yeah, I know of them, but like per you, I've never watched them. I know.
What
of-
was
I know they
Ozzy? What was
exist.
Ozzy famous for?
You just said.
What?
No, he did something special every so often when
Yeah,
he
what
ran
was
out
he-
there on the field.
Yeah. What would he do? Do you know, Nick?
No, I don't know.
This is good knowledge. Kev, let him know.
He would do a flip.
Backflip.
Yeah.
Oh,
a
that's cool.
backflip, cartwheel, some crazy stuff like that.
Super cool.
Need more of that now.
There you go. All right, Nick. What are you going with? I'm letting you do final say. Nolan Ryan or Ozzie Smith?
I'll go Ozzie Smith because I learned a fun fact today.
Wow.
Oh, you went with Kev.
Wow. And now they're
Wow,
best
that's the upset of the year.
Yeah, we'll throw
I
him
need
to
to
the
be more
bone.
mean to him.
We'll throw him
Wow,
the
I
bone.
guess I'm too nice to Nick.
I mean, he taught me something today. That's never happened before. So
And that's your baseball card.
Which team did Ozzie Smith play for? Do you know that?
bunch of them.
a bunch of them. And that's all the time we have for Kev.
Drown out Kevin now. Good game, Kevin.
Cheers.
You're a worthy adversary, and unfortunately, you beat me. Good game, though.
Yes, very well done. And the final question, Kev, if you can guess the answer, I will give you a case of Labatt. You just have to guess the answer, though.
Jeez, we're just hooking him up with everything. I threw him a bone.
I mean, I've already got
No,
a case
he's
of
not,
Labatt.
he's not even getting the question. He just has to give me the answer. It's an Indians player.
Wait,
Victor
name any
Martinez.
player.
Any player played for the Indians.
Any player who played for the Indians?
Yep.
Victor Martinez.
Oh, so close. Jay Bruce. Sorry, Kev. Thanks for playing. We'll see you sometime soon.
Okay, cheers.
Cheers, Devin.
Fantastic stuff. Oh, you gotta love Kev.
You never know what you're gonna get.
You never know, like a box of chocolates. Oh, righty.
You never know what you're gonna get, but you know I'm gonna lose at cards every single
Right?
time, no matter.
Dude,
how-
I'm sorry. I just picked I was like so tuned out of that whole segment, and then I just picked a card.
You're on the show. You're supposed to be tuned out of a segment. Can't do that.
That's my break.
It's your
Yes.
break.
That's load management, Chris.
Oh, boy.
LeBron on the show over here.
Ah,
We're gonna have to have a post-show meeting with Nick. I'll tell you, players only meeting. With
Players
Nick. That always
only.
fixes everything. You're not coming to the Bahamas. With us.
Oh no.
Yep. Sorry, you're gonna be Baker Mayfield off the show.
yeah.
We're bringing back Gab. She's coming with us.
There we go. I would assume our guest is not going to be joining. 9:43. We send him one more message, but if not, we'll get on out of here.
What do you guys think comes of this Bahamas trip? Hopefully, like I was thinking
Is
about
it going
this
to go
earlier.
banana boat?
Hopefully,
it's either
nothing.
going to go one of two ways. Either it's
Yeah.
going to be the thing that just galvanizes them, or we're going to get a banana boat
Yeah.
type of picture.
Yeah,
coming out.
we're gonna get memes. This is the most online team in the league, guys. Like there is gonna be pictures. There's gonna be videos.
Is it really? I don't think it is. Is it? I
Dude,
think
we're
it
pretty
was.
online. We're pretty online.
Baker, OBJ.
I mean, yeah, we lost OBJ, Jarvis, and Baker. Those three guys,
Jarvis,
and
yeah.
Mac, and friend of show Mac Wilson was very.
Mac, yes, most
Yeah.
active guy.
But we gained a couple guys. We gained Perion Winfrey, who has committed, by the way, to the barking bit. Like he's committed to it. He's leaned into it.
Dude, that picture of him, man, with the Chucky doll, that is crazy.
It's his thing now. Is he's gonna be the nutcase? So he's online. You got Chase Winovich is online. I think you lost a couple. You gained a couple.
Yep.
Yeah, but there's gonna be memes that come with this trip.
I
don't
went
know.
on
Deshaun
Instagram.
Watson obviously isn't. Well, he's got me blocked, so I don't
He's
know.
a big
Maybe-
Instagram guy, though, Chris. You got to follow him on Instagram.
Who is?
Deshaun.
What if he blocks
Oh,
me
he's
there?
Yeah. You know what I hope comes of this is I hope Chris's rendition of Florida Stanley of Nick Chubb in a Hawaiian shirt comes to
That
fruition.
was
I
great.
want to see Nick Chubb chilling like a villain in the Bahamas. Hawaiian shirt, pina colada, coconut drink, all of it. He deserves it.
He does deserve it. He's the one guy on the team who I think really deserves a trip like that.
Yeah, for real. We should just send a camera, just follow around Nick Chubb, and I want to make sure he's living his best life down there.
Yeah. Do you think it'll be a PR thing, or you think it'll be kind of closed off? I would assume closed off.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree. I think they want it to be closed off, but at the same time, you think that, but also isn't the timing of this a little weird that it conveniently came out today that they're going on this big elaborate 30-man trip on the same day that he's meeting with the league, and that's usually the kiss of death in terms of a suspension?
I think this trip was already in the works, and
Oh,
think
for sure.
So I think it was more. I don't think this was planned out. I really don't. I
Think
think
it's
that
just a
this
coincidence.
was incidental. It was coincidental. I don't. I think it was planned far in advance, and I think the NFL just came in and said, "Hey, we're going to do something. We're going to do it now." And I think he was kind of blindsided, him and his camp, by the timing of it. I don't think one had anything to do with the other, to be honest with you.
Nick, when do you think we're going to actually hear something? Because
I
people
don't
are on
know.
the edge of their seats with this.
Here's the thing.
especially today.
Yeah, it's like the league. I'm glad that what happened today, if the meeting truly was today, I'm glad that it happened because the NFL can't keep drawing this out. Like one way or another, they need to tell us in the next week or two, and not just us as the fans. They probably candidly don't care that much about us, but
No,
the Browns as a team, they need to know what direction are we going in right now before we make a decision with Baker Mayfield, before we take the training wheels off of Jacoby Brissett here. Is it going to be, okay, a 2-week thing, 4-week thing, and then that's that? Is it going to be no suspension at all this year, and we'll revisit this in 2023? Like, they got to give some sort of communication to the team, and I think that needs to happen in the next 14 days at least before they show up to some of the mandatory camp stuff.
Yeah.
I think this is going to happen really soon. The fact that they met with him today, like, you think they went in there and it was just like they closed the binder at the end of the meeting and they're like, all right, we don't know, like, we'll be in touch, Deshaun, like a job interview. I don't know. I think they probably have a good idea.
They need to learn, I don't think.
Right.
That's not good. Right. Nothing is going to happen from now till the start of the season because the legal process has literally said we're off. We're recessing this until after his football season.
Just get it over with.
You think just rip the Band-Aid off?
I don't know.
Well,
no,
yeah, absolutely. You got
I say wait. I say wait at least a year. I'd like to be farther away from Trevor Bauer's 2-year suspension than we are right now.
It just loom though, Dave, of like, oh my gosh, like then going into next year, we say we have a good year, but it gets cut short. Playoffs, we are looking like we're gonna make a good run. Something happens, and then next year you're all excited, and then boom, Watson suspended 6 games. Wouldn't that kind of?
Yeah, but what if we win a Super Bowl and then he gets suspended? I don't care. He could be suspended 2 years. I don't care. We won a Super Bowl.
That's fair.
I don't know.
You're putting a lot of faith into the Super Bowl thing this year.
A lot of chemistry to come. Yeah, we shall see.
Yeah, take subject to change as they always are. We'll see what happens. I know one thing is they can't just keep dragging this out. Like they literally
they can. They could do whatever they want to.
But
They're the NFL, they don't care.
This year, they have to say we're not suspending them for this year. Like we're gonna wait until the actual like they have to say at least that.
They'll have
like,
to do that.
We can't just be rolling around with our head in the sand for the next how long.
All right, so I don't think our guest is coming. So Nick, I'm just gonna read you these interview questions that I was gonna ask him, and you can try to answer them.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I haven't looked at them.
It does, yeah, that doesn't matter. All right, so we drafted David Bell, 99 overall. How does Bell stack up with the other top receivers from this class, Nick?
I think it'll be interesting. Obviously, he's not Garrett. Obviously, he's not Garrett Wilson. He's not Chris Olave. But I think he's going to be a really good player. No, seriously, I'm excited to have him. Like, especially after we lost Jarvis to the Saints, I wrote a little blog today that said, you look for one of these rookies that could make a big impact right away. Look no further than David Bell, because while he might be limited a bit downfield, he's a bigger guy than Landry, and he's just as steady-handed. So, yeah, let Watson or Jacoby or Baker or whoever it might be hit him on those little 4 or 5 yard slants and move those chains and get the thing rolling.
We're talking with Nick Padone. Follow him at Twitter at Nick Padone12. Nick, Browns drafted another receiver this year, Mike Woods, the second out of Oklahoma. What does he bring to the team, Nick?
Wouldn't get excited much there. Probably a practice squad guy.
Ouch.
I mean, he was a 6th round pick. When you're a quality roster like the Browns, if you're expecting a 6th round pick to go in there and do some things, you have a little bit more issues than just Mike Woods, the second, being very good. So I don't know. I think a practice squad player, maybe a special teamer. I think the issue with Mike Woods is it's a crowded room, even though it's an underwhelming room. It still is crowded. They brought in Jakeem Grant, who is a wide receiver that'll be primarily a returner. I don't know. I think practice squad for Mr. Woods.
Okay. Jerome Ford. I am actually curious. Well, how do you think he fits into the plan, Nick?
I think that's a next year plan. I truly do. Barry talks about all the time drafting for the future, drafting for the future, drafting for the future. I think there's no
like Andrew
better
Barry
example.
has like a chart, and it's like 2022, 2023, 2024, and like he just pops him out there.
Yep. But yeah, probably because like Kareem Hunt is an unrestricted free agent. It's rare very rare in football where a running back ever gets to his third contract with the same team. This would be 3 for Kareem if they were to renew it. Let's be honest, guys. If he wants to go be the bell cow somewhere else, the Browns are gonna let him go do that because he's been injured. We've seen that with some of these players. Look at Jarvis Landry. He had one injury-prone season. He only made $3 million on this contract with the Saints. The Browns said, we're all right. They got a guy that's younger and cheaper, and they feel like they could get the same production out of him. So that's what I think about Jerome Ford. I think he's going to be good too, because I watched a lot of Cincinnati football just by happenstance that it was another Ohio team that was, having a really awesome season. He was really good for them.
Chris, I love when you're just drafting tweets from the phone during the show.
You like that? Well, not that I don't enjoy Nick's commentary here. It's fantastic.
You got to pop the phone just like slightly more this way.
This is
and
Chris's
no one will even know. You'll just be tweeting, Nick.
I'm keeping up with all the action tonight.
Got to.
With no Guardians, no nothing going on.
All right, what else we got?
I got nothing.
All right.
I got nothing either.
I thought the
kicker's going to be great, right?
Oh, the kicker's going to be phenomenal. Yes. That's my favorite. I'm not even kidding. I was psyched out of my mind when they did, because I said on this show before the draft, let's not get lost in the sauce. At some point, they needed to find the kicker. And Andrew Berry said, you know what? We've had enough. Whether it works, whether it doesn't work, you can't say that we didn't try. And we spent a 4th round pick on the best one that there was. And I can't be mad at that.
Sure.
He had an extra pick to burn, so he did.
Last thing before we go.
Yeah.
Have you seen the new Marvel movie yet, Dave?
No. Did you finish Ozark yet?
I finished Ozark, yes.
Okay. Have we given the people enough time where we can actually talk about it? No.
I'm not going to have any spoilers here. I'm not going to be that guy. But
yep, that's fair.
I was conflicted by the end of Ozark. Let me just tell you that.
That's fair.
So it makes you think. It was trying to send some messages there. And,
the only thing I didn't like about the ending, this won't be giving it away, is when it went to black and then you heard the audio. I won't say of what. I didn't like that. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't. Did I miss the ending of it? Did I watch the wrong Ozark?
The very ending of Ozark. And it goes black, and then you hear something. I feel like it would have been a much better ending if they didn't include that audio.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll tell you another disappointment.
No, don't say it.
The Marvel movie was a disappointment.
No,
it
really?
was. I mean, there's some good. It does some fan service, so that's nice. And if you watched WandaVision, by the way, if you haven't seen WandaVision, probably going to be a little bit lost. If you haven't seen What If, you're probably going to be a little bit lost. They're starting to really connect all these things. But I really thought I expected more out of this movie. I think the problem is now that Disney's got Marvel, Disney has a big problem making things funny. And the Marvel movies traditionally have some humor baked in there, right?
Absolutely.
And that's what I like about it. That's what makes it different than DC in many cases. And this Marvel movie, you've probably heard, it's more like a kind of a horror flick type of deal. But they also didn't mix in any humor to it. So I don't know. It was okay.
Dark the whole time. What was better, Batman, the new Batman, or this?
I enjoyed the new Batman more than I did this movie.
Oh gosh, really? I thought Batman was just okay.
I thought it was just okay too. And this movie was just okay. But I think it was just okay, a little bit better. Nirvana, that Nirvana song playing over and over again in the new Batman, that put it over the edge for me. That was really the tiebreaker.
I was like, how many times can you play that?
Something in the way.
Just kept going. Cody came to the Derby party, who is our, he makes all of our designs for our t-shirts. Great illustrator.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's obsessed with Batman. And I was like, I didn't love it. I didn't think it was that good.
Was he taking it
Draws
back?
Also did our ad in the new Guardians yearbook that just came out, 2022.
Yes.
Big Play Reflog, page 54, opposite Ramirez. Pretty sweet, man.
I always forget about those.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't because we're in them all.
Do you get those, like the actual paperback?
Oh, yeah, I got 2 of them. I'm looking at them right now. I got the Cavs one that we were featured in, the sword.
Yep.
And then we got the Guardians.
Love
Watch
it.
out, man. We're getting half-page ads
Not bad. Not
coming
bad.
out.
Moving on up. All right,
Moving
let's
on
call
up.
it a night.
All right, boys. See you next
Thanks
week.
for tuning in to the Big Play Reflux Show. Shout out Shaq Dude. Shout out Labatt Blue. Go drink some Labatt Blue Lights or some Labatt Blues like Kev. Shaq Dudes, go check out the Twitch streams, live video game content, all your video game content needs. TSE Cleveland, go get some signed gear. And GV, go get some GV art shirts. You don't need us to tell you. Best in the game. We will see you next Monday night, 9 p.m. See you then.
It's time! Streaming live from Cleveland, Ohio! Presenting the undefeated, undisputed heavyweight podcast of the world, the Big Play Reflux Show!